There are some bits of information you pick up along the way in life that are easily accepted as fact. In many cases, they're so seemingly insignificant, it seems wild that anyone would make them up. Unfortunately, if you get enough people hearing and repeating the same piece of misinformation, it's bound to go from idle gossip to indisputable fact in some of their minds. But it's time to set the record straight. Have a look at these supposed facts that actually aren't true and find out just how far astray you've been led by friends, family, and teachers over the course of your life. We all have heard in some point in our lives that carrots can improve our eyesight. Is it true? Well, the beta-carotene in carrots can convert to vitamin A, which can improve your vision. However, once your body has enough beta-carotene, it no longer makes that conversion, according to Scientific American. An apple a day might keep the doctor away, but no amount of carrots is going to prevent your eyesight from worsening. Do toads give you warts? The answer is no. Toads might have a bumpy, wart-like appearance, but that doesn't mean that they're the culprit behind warts. That dubious distinction goes to the human papillomavirus, or HPV, of which there are more than 170 strains. And you'll have to do more than avoid amphibians if you want a nice complexion. Did your parents ever told you going out with wet hair makes you sick? If so, tell them that they are wrong. Pretty much everyone has heard the myth that going outside with wet hair can make you sick, but it's simply not true. On the contrary, both the common cold and the flu are caused by viruses, not by a damp dew. Is it really true that we only use 10% of our brain? The myth that humans only use 10% of their brains is just that, a myth. We use virtually every part of the brain, and most of the brain is active almost all the time, neurologist Barry Gordon explained to Scientific American. Let's put it this way. The brain represents 3% of the body's weight and uses 20% of the body's energy. But if you feel like you're only using 10% of your brain, boost your brain with this science-proven trick. Does coffee stunts your growth? Well, good news, coffee lovers, it's a myth. Even though consumption of caffeine has been linked to calcium loss, it's not nearly enough to affect your bones. So keep on chugging your cuppa and don't worry about stunting your growth. Well, swimming after eating will give you major cramps. Don't worry about going for a dip ride after a big lunch. Though our parents used to warn us about the perils of jumping in the pool on a full stomach, there are no known incidents of a person cramping up and drowning, all because they swam right after eating. As Mark Messick, MD, a family medicine doctor at Duke Primary Care Timberline, explained to Duke Health, well, the body needs to divert some blood flow from the limbs to aid in digestion. It's not enough to cause a serious cramp or prevent you from swimming. As alcohol kills our brain cells. Even heavy drinkers don't have to worry about killing their brain cells. As Scientific American explains, alcohol cannot kill brain cells, but it does have the ability to damage dendrites and make it increasingly difficult for the neurons to communicate. Is it true that you can only get cancer if someone in your family has had it? Though many people think that they can't get cancer because it doesn't run in their family, that simply isn't the case. On the contrary, only 5 to 10% of all cancers are passed down hereditarily. The remainder of cancer cases are the result of genetic changes that occur throughout a person's lifetime. Your shaved hair grows back thicker. You can go ahead and shave your hair without worrying about it thickening. According to the Mayo Clinic, the only thing that shaving can do is give hair a blunt tip, which can make it feel coarse or stubbly. Are bats really blind? Not only are bats not blind, but Rob Mize, executive director of the Organization for Bat Conservation, even notes that some of the bigger species can't see 3 times better than humans. It is simply a common misconception that bats are blind, since the creatures prefer to use their enhanced hearing via echolocation to get around. Is the Great Wall of China visible from space? No, the Great Wall of China is not visible from space. NASA disproved this common myth when, back in 2004, they took a photo from the International Space Station and concluded that the wall is invisible to the unaided eye in low Earth orbit. Is it true that your tongue has different taste regions? According to the University of Florida Center for Smell and Taste, the ability to taste sweet, salty, sour, and bitter isn't sectioned off to different parts of the tongue. Rather, the various receptors that can sense all of the different tastes are dispersed all over the tongue, making this common myth a fallacy. Does cracking knuckles causes arthritis? Don't worry about cracking your knuckles every once in a while. A 2011 analysis published in the Journal of the American Board of Family Medicine found that cracking knuckles did not cause arthritis, so keep calm and carry on. Sharks don't get cancer. There are many people that believe that sharks don't get cancer no matter what. Is that true? Well, no. Scientists have known for over a century that sharks get cancer. This is just a myth spread to promote sales of shark cartilage. Is it really true that frightened ostriches stick their heads in the ground? Ostriches keep their eggs in holes in the sand instead of nests, and they use their beaks to move them around, but they don't try to hide by sticking their heads in the sand. Are you really sure that Mount Everest is the tallest mountain? Mount Everest is the tallest mountain above sea level, but the tallest mountain from base to peak is actually Mauna Kea in Hawaii, which is nearly a mile taller than Everest when you factor in the 19,700 feet of it that exist in the Pacific Ocean. Have these facts got you feeling like you don't know what's what? Don't forget to comment which one was the most surprising facts to you guys. Please subscribe and share this video. Thanks for watching.